Right, away we go. I'd like you all to come to a comfortable seated position. Now that might mean that you sit on a brick or your blanket. It might mean that you'd like to sit with your back up against the wall, because especially we're going to be here for a little while. So please make sure it's a good space for you. If you can sit cross-legged, it would be wonderful. If that's not for you, then sit with like this.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So as long as you're comfortable in that position, as I say, because you're going to be in that position for a little while as we start the class and as we go through the first few poses.
So I don't think Mum's muted. I think you might just need to mute her.
Oh, I thought I had muted everybody. Okay, just a sec. Let me just double try. Okay, so everybody should be muted now. So, okay, so we can start. So, it has to happen, doesn't it, occasionally? So sit up nice and tall. Always remember your posture wherever you are in yoga. Your posture is so important because of your skeleton, you need it all stacked one on top of the other. This is where you get your strength from to gain your flexibility, and especially as we're going to be working on flexibility this evening. So I need to do this as well because I've been rushing around. Take a few lovely deep breaths just to calm yourself down. Make sure those shoulders are away from the ears. And on your next exhalation, gently close your eyes. And just take a moment to settle. Be aware of your breathing. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of the breath coming in through your nose and out either through your nose or through your mouth. As you repeat to yourself, I am healthy, I am happy, I am radiant. The more I give, the more I receive. I am grounded and I am stable. As you continue to breathe in your own breathing pattern, your inhalation and your exhalation. As you imagine you are one of those beautiful springtime ferns that are unfurling from the woodland floor with their long, tall stems. They have a beautiful spiral from where they unfurl as we unfurl ourselves this evening. So bring your hands into fists. So just curl the fingers in so that they become fists. And if you think about it, this is a natural spiral of your hands, especially if you were to turn the palms towards one another, and you'd see the thumb on the top and the fingers curled in, a lovely natural spiral. And gently close your eyes again if you did take a look. And imagine that these are your spirals as you gently unfurl your hands and your fingers. And again, furl them in. Inhale, and as you exhale, unfurl your hands. Inhale, furl your hands. Exhale, unfurl your hands. This time, inhale, furl your hands and round your spine. Exhale, unfurl your hands and open your spine. It's like you're doing a seated cat-cow. Open your chest up to the ceiling. Inhale, furl in. Exhale, open up your chest and your heart center. Soften the rest of your body. As you unfurl your fingers and open up. And then curl back around. Keep trying to open as you unfurl and retreat as you exhale and curl, rippling your body and opening with your breath. Maybe you're listening to the sound of your breathing, just like the breeze rustling through the woodlands. As you relax your hands on your knees with your palms up, continue to keep rippling your spine, slowly decreasing the movement. You may even feel your hands moving on your thighs as you gently move your spine, making the movements smaller. As you take a little journey with your mind through the forest, you can feel the woodland floor beneath your bare feet. You can feel the sponginess of the floor. The autumn leaves have now passed, and the trees are swelling with small green shoots. And you feel as if that shoot is part of you. As you start to grow taller through your spine, drawing up towards the light, this beautiful fern spiral, and the top is full of potential as you watch it unspiral. It unspirals from that tight coil, expanding out to fill the forest floor, expanding out to draw in light. Feel a sense of expansion through your body as your body grows through your chest, your back, as you lift through the crown of your head. There's an openness in your palms. Feel at one with nature, as the fern symbolises new beginnings, as you use your childlike wonder and open yourself to all possibilities. Bring your hands back into fists, that spiral. Bring the fists together. Then take them out away from you as you open your palms and open up. Come back with the fists together. Move away, palms together, and open up. One more time, bring them together. Take them away and open up. placing the hands back down softly on your knees. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, gently open your eyes. Take your right ear to your right shoulder, feeling a small stretch through the left-hand side of your neck. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring the head up and move it over to the left-hand side. Feeling a stretch in the other side of your neck. So using your breath, breathe in, and as you exhale, bring the head to center. Breathe in, and as you exhale, come over to the right. Breathe in, and as you exhale, to the center. Breathe in, and as you exhale, to the left. One more on each side, up to center, over to the right, to center, and over to the left. Back up to center. You might like to change the cross on the legs if you've been sat there for a little while. As you drop your chin to your chest, then start to make circles. So take the chin over to the right shoulder. Drop the head back as far as is comfortable for you. Over to the left, down to center. And then go back in the opposite direction, all the way around. You may have snap, crackle and pop going on. Go back the other way. Don't worry, this is all quite normal. One more, back the other way. Chin to chest and come up to sitting. Take your arms up, palms to touch and back down. Up, palms to touch and back down. Take the right arm up and stretch over to the left. Try and keep the right hip down. Feel that stretch through that right side of the body. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, as one arm comes up, the other one comes down. Push down through that left hip. Again, up we come and over. Take it as a flow, up and over. One more on each side, up and over, up and over. Bring the palms together at heart center. Take them away from you and open up. One more time, together and open. Really open your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together as you bring those palms back together. Well done. I'll move you away from this now because you're probably feeling it in your hips if you're not used to sitting in that position. So from where you are, you're going to come into tabletop. So move whatever you are sitting on. Bring yourself in to tabletop. I'll just move all the equipment out of the way so hopefully that you can see it. So normally we would come into our tabletop with our hands underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips. We make sure that we can't see our feet, so we move them out of our peripheral vision, and we start to do cat-cow, which is what we're going to do, but we're going to do it slightly differently today. So I'm going to ask you to turn your wrists. Now, if this is too much for you, then turn them to the side instead. But I'm hoping that if you turn your wrists, especially if you've been home working, this is a really good stretch up through your forearms, especially if you suffer from carpal tunnel syndrome. This is really, really good. But if it's too much, because it's quite a strong stretch, then just turn the fingers to the outside of the mat. Just a different position for your arms. As we do just a few cat-cows, so drop the abdomen, bring the rib cage through as you look up. And breathe in, and as you breathe out, round the spine, drop the head in. And again, go with your breath into your cow, into your cat. One more. into your cow. Just getting some flexibility in that spine. In to your cow. Then turn those wrists back. They'll probably appreciate it. As you walk the palms away from you, now you're going to keep your hips above your knees. We're going to come into puppy pose. So the hips at all times stay above the knees. You slide the hands away and you bring the forehead down and drop your chest down. This gives you a wonderful stretch through your shoulders, opening your shoulders. So just come as low as is comfortable for you, but keep those hips above the hips. Hips above the knees. Breathe. One more breath. Then take the elbows to the mat, bring the palms together and bring your thumbs to the nape of your neck. Breathe. 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 Well done. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release the hands, slide yourself forward into Sphinx. So this might be where you would like to have a belt or a dressing gown cord or a tie available. I'm going to give you 3 options within Sphinx. As always, please work with your body. So these are only options and you do not have to do them all, okay? So the first option is our normal Sphinx. And Gwen, please you stay with this one, okay, today? Everybody else, if you want to give the others a try, it's entirely up to you, see how you feel. So it's as if you are pulling those forearms towards you, bringing your chest through. So you get a nice little stretch in the back. This is your normal Sphinx. And this is where you stay if this one is for you. Pushing your pelvis into the mat, pushing the front of the feet into the mat. For everybody else, if you'd like to try, you're going to bend the left arm in, so the fingers touch the crease of your opposite elbow. And then you're going to come up onto the fingers and you're going to turn to look over your right shoulder. So that's option 2. And I think most of you can probably manage that. Keep that pelvis down, keep pushing those hips into the mat. So the next one, this is where you might need a belt if you want to try. Now to make sure that you don't pinch your lower back, you need to keep pushing those hips into the mat. So don't turn to come up, okay? Keep pushing those hips into the mat. You're going to bend up the the right knee, and you're going to take the hand round and catch the foot. Okay, so this is going to be a stretch through the thigh, but keep pushing those hips down so you don't pinch in your lower back. So stay whichever one of those options you prefer. Hold wherever you are for 3, 2, 1. So if you've gone for the full movement, release the foot and bring yourself back to Sphinx. Take a breath, and then you're going to try the other side. So turn those fingertips from the right arm so they're touching the left elbow. Come up onto the fingertips of the left fingers. So you can't quite see me because otherwise I could move for it so that you can see. So you're here, you're up on those fingertips. Keep pushing those hips into the mat and turn to look over the left shoulder. So most of you might be able to manage this one, and that's absolutely fine. If you want to try, bend up the foot, left foot catch the ankle, but keep those hips pushing into the mat. Please, please do not dump into your lower back at all. Just breathe and hold wherever you are for 3, 2, 1. So release the foot if you've caught the back foot. Release yourself back to Sphinx, wherever you are. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to come into wide leg child's pose. So big toes together, knees as wide as the mat, as you push yourself back to a wide leg child's pose. This is to ensure that you stretch through your hips and your inner groin. After you've just done that Sphinx movement, you need to do a stretch in the opposite direction to release that lower back. So just take a moment, just melt into the pose. Just let gravity do the work for you. Just sink into that movement. Use your breath. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring yourself up. So we're going to go into our first down dog. So tuck the toes, lift the knees, chest towards the thighs. As you come up into your first down dog of the evening, so make sure you come up onto your toes, bend the knees and stretch those legs away. Up onto the toes, bend the knees, stretch away. One more, onto the toes, bend the knees, stretch away. And just wiggle those hips from side to side. You're then going to bring the left foot into the centre of the mat and lift up the right leg. Bend the right knee and open that hip. So take the right foot over towards the left hip. Don't let the elbows bend. Push into those arms. And then see if you can begin to push the heel of that left leg into the mat, just to increase the stretch. If you've got a problem with hamstrings or anything, then don't do it, please. Okay, listen to your body. Then bring the knee back to centre. Look at the space alongside your right hand, and that's where your foot's going to go. Gwen, you might need to come down to your knees. Take the hand behind the back of your right knee and bring that foot forward. As you come up into low lunge, palms facing, push those hips forward to get the stretch in that left hip flexor. If you wish, you can bring the palms together and just take them back slightly to get a little baby back bend again. Your choice, work with your body. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, come back to center if you went back into that crescent lunge. Drop the hands down. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, step back, down dog, then come forward into plank. Stay on the toes, drop the hips, a different variation of up dog. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, down dog. Lift up the left leg, bend the knee, take that left foot over towards the right hip, watch the arms, and then again, see if you can push that heel down to the mat. Be careful. Remember, if it's too much, then don't do it. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring the knee back to centre. Look at the space alongside your hand, that's where the foot's going to go. Gwen, drop your knees. Help yourself to do it. Then everybody drop the back knee, untuck the back toe, and up. You come palms together. Lean back if you wish or not, your choice. Take the hands down to the mat. So from here, we're going to come into monkey split. So you're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to take the hips back. Lift the toe. This might be enough for some of you. Others may wish, again, your option, to come all the way back so that you're sat on that opposite heel. You don't have to. And then just come forward. And if you turn the palms up to the ceiling, that just makes it a nice, relaxing stretch rather than trying to pull yourself down towards your toes. Just round the spine. Breathe into it. Or you're here in your monkey splits, your choice. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring that foot back, bring yourself all the way up if you went all the way down. tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. That back foot's going to come in about a foot, because you're going to come into pyramid pose. So your hands are currently on the mat either side of the foot. So your front leg is going to straighten, but if it's too much for you, then leave the bend in the knee, okay? And you're going to try and bring your nose as close to your knee as you can in your pyramid pose. You're only there for 3, 2, 1. You're then going to place the palms on the mat to support you. You're going to bend the front knee and bend the back knee. And come back. And bend. And come back. And bend. And come back. Well done. Step up to the top of the mat. And you're in forward fold. Hold on to opposite elbows and just sway from side to side. So as most of you know, we've got 2 sides to our body, so we need to do that on the other side. So we have the left foot forward, so we need to have the right foot forward. So release the hands, take the left leg back, drop the knee, untuck the toes. Push yourself back for monkey split. So either here is the first option, lift the toes, so you get the stretch all the way up the back of the leg. Those of you with a bit more flexibility, you can come back to sit on the heel and stay there if that's enough. Those of you that have got the flexibility again, you can just come forward. But remember, turn the palms up to the ceiling, round the spine. So you make it more of a relaxation pose than a full-on stretching pose. You can try. If you think you've got the flexibility, then flip those palms over and crawl the fingers towards the foot. See if you can increase that stretch. But listen to your body, because it's quite a strong stretch if you're not used to it. So take a moment. You're only holding for 3, 2, 1. As you come back, tuck the toe, lift the back knee, and back to your down dog. Okay, so Gwen, can you please drop your knees for a moment, and I'm going to give you an alternative once I've got everybody else in the next pose. So everybody else, bring the feet together in the middle of the mat, lift the right leg, bend the right knee. That right knee is going to come to your right wrist, and this might be where you need a blanket or a block, because we're going to come into pigeon pose. So as most of you know, that means that your hip comes down to the mat. So not everybody can do that, so put something there to help you, a blanket, because your hips need to be square, so you shouldn't be rolling over to one side. You need to have square hips. So while you're all setting yourself up there, Gwen, I'm going to ask you to come to lie on your back, and you're going to do lying pigeon, and you're going to take your right ankle on your left knee, and then your right hand on the inside of your right knee, and just gently open. So this is your lying pigeon, and when we do the other side, then obviously you do the opposite side. So Gwen, you just breathe into your hip nicely and slowly there. For everybody else, hopefully you're in pigeon and you're settled in your pigeon. So I'm going to give you options again. So this is where we work on our flexibility. So please listen to your bodies. So your first option is the one where you come down and just rest your forehead on your forearms. The second option is you're going to take your right hand, turn the palm up to the ceiling and thread through as if it's thread the needle. So you can either keep the left hand in front of your face, push into it to allow you to stretch that right arm through, or you can bring that left arm all the way over to your lower back. So again, there are options there. This can be quite an intense stretch in that right hip, so pay attention to your body. Go with whatever suits you best. You're just going to hold for 5 nice breaths, just to give that hip time to stretch. And if you've taken the hand to the lower back, release the hand down first, push into that palm, unthread the needle to come back to your pigeon, tuck the back toe, send that leg all the way back. And you're going to walk the feet to the hands, forward fold, hold there. Just stretch out those legs for a moment. So you can either hold on to opposite elbows and rock from side to side, or you can just let those arms dangle. Let the head be heavy. Let the body be heavy. Let everything go. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And take the palms to the mat. And you're going to step back for plank again. In your plank, you're going to drop the knees, push into your different up dog, toes stay tucked, and back to plank. Okay, so if that one suits you, you come to that one. Otherwise, everybody else, drop the hips down, untuck the toes, push up into your proper up dog. Then tuck the toes, lift the knees, back to down dog. Bring the feet together. So Gwen, this is where you need to do the other side. Come into a lying position. Everybody else, lift up the left leg, bend the knee. That knee comes to your left wrist, and you're going to set yourself up into pigeon on this side. Remember, use a blanket or a block or a brick underneath that hip. Don't allow yourself to twist to one side, or just give yourself a moment to allow the hips to open. So you're here up on your hands, you're here if you prefer, or you place the right hand in front of you, you thread the left arm through. Bring the head down to rest on the mat, and then you can take the other arm over. Roll that shoulder, open up. So again, they're all options. Go with what's best for you. Breathe into that hip for 5 nice deep breaths. And wherever you are, sorry, if you've got the hand at the back, bring that forward in front of your face. Push into it to unthread your needle. And that back leg, you're going to bring it forward, cross it over the front knee, ready to come into a twist. I'll just give everybody a minute to get there, especially Gwen, because she needs to get up off of the floor. So so we have got the left foot tucked underneath, the right foot over. If that's too much, then that bottom leg can be long, and you just bring the foot over. My turn, you can see. So you can have it this way, or with the knee tucked under. Crease of the left elbow, cuddle that knee, sit up tall, always space. As you turn to look over that right shoulder, remember the arm's not right back here, it's your second spine, push into those fingertips, sit up tall. breathe. One more breath. Breathe in, and as you breathe out slowly, come back to centre. Going to take those legs long, give them a little bit of a shake. And then we need to do the other side for a twist. So again, remember you have the option, either bend that knee under. So that's the right knee coming under, left coming over the top, and you're here, or that right leg's long, taking the left over. Your choice. Again, remember this hand just behind you, push into it, sit up tall before you twist to look over your shoulder. So Lorraine, I can see the carpet, not too sure what's happened there. Everybody else seems to be looking good. Excellent, well done. Okay, so from wherever you are, breathe in, and as you breathe out, come all the way back. So if you are sitting here with your legs crossed, I turn to face you so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to ask you to hold on to that front ankle. You're going to hold on to it and take the leg up. Now, if you need to have the knee bent, that's fine. So Gwen, this is for you, bend your knee. So tuck that one round or take the leg long, your choice, to take that leg up. So try not to lean back, try and sit up tall, hold either the foot, round the toes, the ankle, the calf, the knee, wherever you can, bend the knee, remember, if you need to. Just try and get that stretch in that leg. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And we need to do the other side. So hopefully you can bend that right leg under, bend up the left knee, and then take that foot away to whatever level you wish. Toes, use the belt even, bend the knee, remember. Might be an option to use the belt. Hold just for 2 more. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, wherever you are, take that foot down to the mat. You're going to come forward onto that foot. So I'm going to turn slightly. So you're going to come forward onto that foot, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. If you need to bend this front knee, please do. Walk the hands about 6 inches forward. Lift that back knee to come in to standing split. Send that leg away. Hold. Use your breath. Hold. 1 more. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring that foot down alongside the other one. And again, you can either go into ragdoll, holding on to opposite elbows and rock from side to side, or those of you that think you have the flexibility, this time take the hands, the arms behind the knees. Again, hold on to opposite elbows, push those elbows into your calves to bring the head closer to the knees. Listen to your body. Try it. If it doesn't work, go back to ragdoll. I'm just giving you lots of options this evening to test your flexibility. Some of you will achieve, some of you won't. It may not be that it's because you can't do it. It might just be your body today. Remember, the body reacts differently on different days. So don't punish yourself. Just go with the flow. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, wherever you were, release those hands back to forward fold. So we need to do those splits on the other side. So right foot, push it into the mat. I think I'm right. Left leg up, I hope. Come into those standing splits. Breathe and hold. Breathe and hold. Breathe and hold. Breathe and hold. Then breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring that foot down alongside. Walk the feet out so they're as wide as the mat. Big toes are pointing to the corner. Heels are in. You're going to come down to squat. Now your squat might be here. That's absolutely fine. If that's where it is, that's where it is. Okay? But if you can, you're coming down. You're pushing, putting the palms together, and you're using those arms to open your knees. Nice straight backs. Hold if you can. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, hands down onto the mat. Come up to standing. Step back to down dog. Come in to plank. Flip the feet. Drop the hips. Drop the knees if you need to. Up dog. Back to plank. Up dog. And back to plank. Drop the knees to the mat. So this is again where you might need 2 bricks or 2 hardback books. And they need to come alongside you. So you're coming into high kneeling. I'm going to stay at the side because you really need to see me from the side. You can see some of you moving to get your bits and pieces, so I'll hold on a moment till you've got your bits and pieces. So we're going to come into camel. We've not done this for a long time. So again, listen to your body, go to the level that's right for you. And Gwen, the first level is the only level I would like you to do this evening, if you can manage it. So you're high kneeling. You're going to take the hands on the lower back, fingers tips touching if you can. Push into those hands, squeeze as if you're squeezing those elbows together. That's going to push your hips forward and open up your heart center. That's level 1. If that's enough, that's where you stay. If you'd like to try, you can tuck the toes. Okay, so push those hips forward, open the chest. So it's as if you're stretching from your belly button up through your chest, first of all. Get that movement first of all so that you feel a slight back bend, and then you can reach back to get the fingertips on those bricks. Those of you that can manage that one quite easily, you can aim for your heels, but don't lean back like this. You're still pushing those hips forward. I don't have the flexibility, some of you might, to put those feet flat and aim for your heels. I can do it, but I bring my hips back with me, and that's not the aim. You need to keep pushing, squeeze the glutes and push those hips forward. Take a minute, wherever you are. Breathe into it, keep pushing those hips forward. Oh, well done, Phil, I can see you as well. Brilliant. Breathe. One more breath. Wherever you are in your camel, breathe in and slowly, as you breathe out, come all the way up. Move your bricks to one side. Bring the knees together this time and push yourself back into what they call an easy child's pose. Because what we need to do is we need to do a counter pose and stretch your spine in the opposite direction. So just a soft child's pose, slide those hands down towards the knees. So the only stretch you're getting is from the base of your spine up through your spine. Just to counter that camel pose. Well done, you all looked as if you were doing really well there, so that's really good because we've not done that one for a long time. The other one I like to do, which is a nice counter pose, is called rabbit. So stay where you are in easy child's pose. Slide the hands back. So just lift your head slightly so that you can see me. Slide the hands back so that you hold onto your heels. And then all you're going to do is roll on to the top of your head. And that's it. Nothing more. That is rabbit pose. Again, it's just another counter pose to stretch through your back. If you don't like the idea of that, then just stay in your child's pose, your easy child's pose. I'll give you the choice because not everybody likes to come through onto their head. One more breath wherever you are. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring yourself up. Take your hip over to the right so you can come into sitting. So I'm going to turn to face you. So again, this is where you might need your belts. So if you'd like to have your belt alongside you, you're going to take your legs wide. And you're going to sit up nice and tall. You're going to turn the top half of the body towards the right leg. Keep the feet flexed. As you know, feet flexed means less distance to go, okay? But I will make this a soft stretch for you. So you have, well, a soft one, or you can go for the stretch. Your choice with your, depending on your flexibility. So the first option is the soft stretch. So if you want to just lay the belt around the foot, just in case you need it, you're going to take the arms up. You're going to grow as you always do because you know you need that space. So watch the shoulders and you're going to aim for your toes. Now, if you want to turn this into a real stretch for your flexibility, then the belt can be around the foot and you can be holding onto that belt and pulling yourself down with every exhalation. But if you prefer to turn it into a softer pose, turn the palms up to the ceiling, round the spine, bringing the nose down towards the thigh or the knee. Your choice. It depends how much of a stretch you want in your legs. Work within your body's range. Breathe into it. Every exhalation will allow you to release just a little bit more. Release, release, release. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, wherever you are, very slowly, walk yourself back up to center. Take a breath, and then turn the body to the left leg. Again, make sure those feet are flexed. Don't allow one leg to roll in towards the other one. Try and work both legs. Take the arms up, stretch through the arms, make your space, so grow tall. Then aim for the belt, for your toes, whichever you prefer, or if you want a softer stretch, remember, turn those palms up to the ceiling, round the spine, bring the nose. Try it both ways, see how you feel. Take a moment and try both ways. You're getting a stretch whichever way you decide to do it. You're just making the choice of which is best for your body this evening. So hold again. Just another couple of breaths. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, wherever you are, slowly walk yourself back up. So if you have the belt, because we're going to come through the middle now, so if you have the belt, make sure it's round both feet so you can hold on to it from both ends, okay? So just let it go for a second because you need to sit up tall first of all. So pull that belly button in, up and back. Take the arms up, grow tall. Remember, push down through your sacrum, up through your spine, grow as tall as you possibly can before you come forward, either catching the belt or dropping the palms down to the mat to bring yourself forward, or again, turning the palms up to the ceiling and begin to round the spine. Your choice. Please do listen to your bodies. That's why I'm giving you these choices. You'll get a stretch, whichever one you decide on. It will just be the best one for you this evening. You can always try both ways. Lovely cat there, Shelley. Try both ways to see which one you prefer. Remember, use your breath. Every exhalation will enable you to come down a little bit further, regardless of which way you've chosen to do the pose. One more breath. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, very slowly, because this is a very strong stretch, gently slide yourself back in. Take your hands either side of your knees to bring those legs back in together. So I'm just going to turn, so you can see. So we're going to come down to lying now, so you'll probably be pleased about that. So down you come, roll down slowly, come all the way down. Bend your knees, tuck that tailbone under, lengthen your spine along the mat, and you're going to cross your legs over at the thighs. You're going to push into the hands, you're going to lift up, and you're going to take the hips slightly over towards the right hand side of the mat. You're then going to twist over to the left with those legs crossed. Try and keep them crossed. If it's too much, then one knee alongside the other to come over. But again, I'd like you to try this one just to increase that flexibility to come all the way over to the left. Take the right arm out. Look at those fingertips if you can. Try and keep those shoulders on the mat. And breathe into that right hip. You're slowing down now. You've just got this and one more pose to do before we come into relaxation. So just let the breathing begin to slow down. Breathe softly into your hip, maybe into your glute. One more breath. Then use your core to come back. Breathe in, and as you breathe out and back, you come. Unravel those legs. Center yourself up in the middle of the mat. Cross the left thigh over the right. Push the hands into the mat. Lift up the hips and take the hips over towards the left hand side of the mat. As you then twist over to the right. Again, take the arms out, or cactus arms if you don't have much room. Turn the head to look in the opposite direction if it's okay with your neck. If not, look up to the ceiling. You can even help that knee down if you wish, if you want to increase the stretch, by putting the right hand on top of the left knee. One more breath. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, use your core, coming all the way back. Uncross the legs. Center yourself in the middle of the mat. Take the feet as wide as the mat. And then with your breath, just gently wind screen those knees from side to side. Just another movement to release that lower back before you go in to relaxation. Make sure you've done it equally on both sides. When you have, you can get yourself ready for relaxation. So you're going to come into a lying position for relaxation. So use a blanket maybe for a pillow. Put your tops on, put your socks on, because you will cool down. Hopefully you haven't got all hot and sweaty this evening, because it's more about flexibility than it was about a lot of movement this evening. But hopefully you do feel a bit more flexible and a bit more calmer. I feel a little bit calmer anyway after the start that we had. So hopefully you all do. And hopefully you feel a little bit looser now as you get yourself ready to settle. So take a moment. Remember to lengthen that spine by tucking the tailbone under, lengthening it away. Also remember, if you've got lower back issues, please take those feet as wide as the mat, bend the knees and let the knees drop in towards one another. Release your shoulders away from your ears. And once more, connect to your breath. Try breathing in through your nose if you can, and out through your nose, even if it's only for a few breaths. Just breathing in through the nose and out through the nose is the quickest way to calm the mind and the body. So as I say, if you can only just do it for a few breaths and then maybe return to how you would normally breathe. Just breathe at a steady pace. Just allow everything to go with every exhalation as you gently close your eyes if you haven't already done so. As you imagine just letting everything go. Let it go with the clouds in the sky as they pass in front of your eyes. Just allow everything to go with them. Nice, soft, fluffy clouds. Let it go. Let it go. As you repeat to yourself, I am calm and centered. I am in love with life. I easily handle whatever comes my way. I have all the answers within me. I love every cell of my body. I am at peace with life. I am filled with creative energy. I appreciate those closest to me. All is well, and I am safe. I am productive and prosperous. I allow myself to play and be silly. I am grateful for all that I receive. I deserve to be loved and respected. I am unique And it is my greatest strength. As you continue to breathe softly, slowly, easily and gently. As you very gently begin to make your breath a little deeper and a little longer, gently stretching down through your fingers and your toes, reawakening your muscles, reawakening your body. When you're ready, take your arms up and overhead. Stretch through your fingers, through your toes for a full body stretch. And when you're ready, bring the arms back. Bring your knees into your chest. Roll over onto your right hand side. Stay there just for a moment to bring yourself back completely to the room, to your mat, to your body, to your breath. When you're ready, push yourself gently up to a comfortable seated position. Sit up nice and tall. Again, appreciate that space you've made, that flexibility from your sacrum through your spine, your neck, the crown of your head, down through your arms, through your legs, into your hips, your lower back. As you bring the palms together at heart center and gently bow your heads. And remember, nobody ever moved forward standing still. Thank you each and every one of you for practicing with me this evening. Thank you so much for waiting while I managed to sort out the internet. I do appreciate it very much, and I'm very sorry. Something that was beyond my control, I'm afraid. But again, thank you all very much for practicing with me. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your week. Namaste. So hold on.